I'm Dr. Nancy Duncan with Duncan Hearing Healthcare, and today I wanted to talk with you about the top 5 holiday gift-giving ideas for anyone with hearing loss or hearing aids. If you're like me, I have parents who are older and don't really need anything for Christmas. They don't really want anything new. They're actually trying to empty their home and get rid of a lot of things, so to bring in new items is not helpful. So to get gifts for them can be difficult. So sometimes getting something that can be useful to them is much better and a much better plan. So I'm going to give you some ideas that might help you as well. So first up is our amplified telephone. These come in a variety of sizes, shapes, styles, and different features. For example, you can get some that have a screen that would have some captioning running across as someone spoke, so they could read as well as hear what was being said. But all will have amplified handsets. They can go up to anywhere from 50 to 60 decibels. The ringers can go up to 100 decibels, so they can be heard from anywhere in the home. And they usually will have larger buttons, numbers on the buttons, backlit buttons, can have talking caller ID, and any number of features to help that person hear better on the phone. These devices can go anywhere from $115 for a good one to $179 for the best of the best. And with any of the devices I'm going to talk about today, you can look towards your hearing healthcare practitioner for purchase, or some online vendors will have them. It just depends on how much instruction and service you want to go along with that. So again, our amplified phone can be a great asset to anyone, because there are times where even a hearing aid user is without their hearing aid, so a phone can be difficult. For example, at bedtime, it's important to have a phone bedside. If there's an emergency, they need to have one that they can hear on without their hearing aids, because they won't wear them to sleep. And this is a great way to do that, so they're safe. You have peace of mind knowing your loved one's safe and careful and can hear on the phone. Next up is our amplified alarm clock. This is one of our most popular ones. It's called the Sonic Boom. Reason being, it does have a large lighted display, so easy to see at night if you wake up and need to know what time it is. Has an extremely loud ringer. We have a lot of folks that buy these who don't have hearing loss. They're just deep sleepers and have trouble getting up. So it allows for them to be able to hear an alarm, be woken up. But it also has this white piece here that you'll see that can go under the pillow, and it will shake so that it will gently vibrate the person awake if they're not somebody who responds well to sleep. So a great way to make sure somebody can get up if they've got concerns about getting to work, getting up on time for any important events, even for our non-hearing impaired folks who just are deep sleepers, great resource here. So this is anywhere from $54 to $118, depending on where you buy it, and depending on what features you want, because there are different levels of technology with the Sonic Boom. Next up is something exclusively for hearing aid users. It's our Perfect Dry Lux device. And this is a hearing aid dehumidifier. So moisture is a detrimental problem to hearing aids in that when they get wet, whether it be from perspiration or humidity or any amount of moisture just from day-to-day use, they won't work quite as well. And then the person's not hearing as well, or they might just stop working altogether. Then they'll have downtime without their hearing aid. This allows for a daily cycle to be run of 30 minutes where you pop the hearing devices in, maybe at bedtime, overnight, or maybe first thing in the morning. And for 30 minutes, it will run a cycle to dry out any moisture, but also to sanitize the aid, which in today's world, as we know, can be very important. So again, these Perfect Dry Lux devices can go anywhere from $54 to $80, depending on the vendor you look to buy it from, but a great resource to keep people up and running with their hearing aids. The next thing is a gift certificate. So you can reach out to your loved one's hearing care practitioner and see if they have a gift certificate policy, because chances are there are probably some out-of-pocket expenses that your loved one's incurring, whether it be for their clean and check visits, seasonal visits, or just to get wax taken out of their ear, or they can purchase any of the accessories. So having a gift certificate will allow them to use it as they want, maybe not put off care that they need due to cost, and allow them to hear and continue those relationships day to day with family and friends. So really reach out and see if they have a gift certificate policy in place, and that will be a great asset to them. And lastly are our hearing aid accessories. It allows you to better use your hearing aids with ease. And what I mean by that is we have our premium charger. This allows for the hearing devices to be charged on the go. So if you forgot to charge it one night, you can pop them in here, take them with you, and they're ready to go when you get to your destination. And you can do that because there's a battery pack within this that once the charger is charged, Generally, you can get 3 more charges to your hearing devices out of it before you'd have to recharge it. Also works great if you ever lose power because of a storm. You don't want to lose the power or the ability to hear the next day. This allows you to be seamless. Keeps going, keep using it even when power is not accessible to you. So great resource. These are $225 for the chargers. And then we have our accessories. So there's several different options. These are our most popular ones. And our first one is our TV streamer. This plugs into the television and allows the television sound to be streamed right to the hearing devices. What that does is allow the hearing aid user to set the sound where they want it to be, but also letting the person in the room with them set the volume where they need it, so people can watch TV together again. If someone wants to watch TV at bedtime, let's say, and their spouse or loved one doesn't like the volume on, they could even mute it, and the person with the hearing aids could still hear the TV through their streaming devices. So it's a great way to keep families together, enjoying things they did, like watching movies or television programs together. So a great way to do that is our TV streamer. And our companion microphone or multi-microphone has a lot of different purposes. The most common are, you can have someone clip it on like a lapel microphone. It picks up their voice and wirelessly streams it to the hearing aid user. It allows them to be heard in difficult listening environments such as restaurants, in the car, any other place where it might be more challenging to hear. It makes the person they want to hear's voice louder. If they're in a group, let's say at a round table, you can put it in the middle like so, and it will pick up those people around that table better than the folks out and about in the restaurant. So it allows them to hear what they want to hear specifically. And then lastly, what it can do is there's a cord that comes with it where you can plug this into any headphone jack. And it allows that device then to become a streamer. So for example, if you have a radio at home or an iPad or anything of that nature, you can plug it directly in and it will stream whatever sound is coming out of that device. Or if you have a phone with a headphone jack, same thing with a landline. So it really can make any device a streamer if used properly. So these devices can go anywhere from $150 up to $390, again, depending on where you get them, how much service and training you want with them as well. So it's a great resource to reach out, get the help you need. There's also a remote control, so you can control the hearing devices if you don't have a smartphone that's compatible to do that. So these are all ways to help your hearing impaired loved one maintain independence, hear their loved ones better, and be part of the conversation again, which is so important, especially at the time of holidays. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out on our website, www.duncanhearing.com, or any of our social media outlets, such as Facebook or Instagram. Thanks, and have a great holiday.